Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be on the Raid Shadow Legends video. I decided to make this video today, even though I don't usually cover videos of like 10 times, 2 times, whenever that happens, but there's some exciting news, and basically the champion that's gonna be on the 10 times this weekend is somebody that I believe most people should be going for. I do have on my main account like 30, I think it's like 34 sacred, so I might be trying to pull a few of those ones for him. And basically, what am I talking about? Well, this Friday we have a 2 times chance to summon legendaries from sacreds, which is pretty much one of the best times to summon your sacred shards. Apart from this one, the only other best one from my point of view is the 1+1. But not only do we have the 2 times, but we also have a 10 times chance to summon the faction unity champion from the Lizardman, and that is Legate Teox, okay? And he's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. His kit is pretty good. That kind of should make you want to try and summon for him. And like I said, this is gonna start on Friday, and that event's only gonna be for 48 hours. So the 2 times are gonna be on for 3 days usually, and then the 10 times are gonna be Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday it's only gonna be a regular 2 times. So let's look at his kit and see what he can do. So on the A1, he attacks one enemy 2 times. The ally with the highest crit damage will team up and join the attack. The ally during the attack will use the default skill. The damage dealt by this champion and the ally during the attack will be increased by 10% for each debuff on the target, stacks up to 100%. So if you have 10 debuffs, it's gonna do double damage on the A1, and this one hits pretty hard. Then on the A2, Draconic Retribution attacks one enemy 3 times. So it's good to have a triple hit, especially when we're talking arena, because you know, UDKs and stuff. Each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense for each debuff on the target, stacks up to 50%. So basically with this one, if you have 5 debuffs, you're gonna ignore 50% of their defense. And then if you have something like a Savage, that's 75. You proc Helm Smasher, we're talking true damage. So this one's really good. Then also each hit will also increase this champion's attack by 10%, stacks up to 50%. So what I believe this one means to say is like after triple hit you get 30% more attack, and then if you use it again you get another 20% attack that basically stacks permanently. If I'm wrong and you've seen some other people say differently, let me know in the comments down below. Also grants extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. That's pretty cool. But then this is what it's all about from my point of view. This is the powerful, because you know he's a faction unity one. Well, it's all about A3 and the ultimate. So attacks all enemies before attacking, places increased attack buff and 30% increased damage buff on this champion for 2 turns, places an extra hit on enemies under any debuffs. This one can hit. It can hit pretty good. But the thing that I love the most about this one is the second part here. So first one with the Lizardman Unity will ignore strengthen, ally protection, and shield buffs if you have 1 Lizardman in the faction. 2 faction allies if you have 2 Lizardmen alongside him. If enemies are killed by this skill while under a debuff, places block revive on them. You heard that right. Places a block revive debuff. Basically, they cannot be revived. So this one's the powerful one. Then the third one deals 20% more damage for each debuff on each enemy, stacks up to 100%. So if you have another 3 ones, then it's the damage can be insane. Then if you look at the passive, fills the champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy or ally receives a debuff. This is pretty good. Any debuff just boosts the turn meter. This is powerful. When you have one ally has a 25% chance to counterattack whenever an ally is attacked by an enemy under a debuff, okay? That's pretty good. There are multiple champions on the team with this skill. The effect will only activate once. So, you know, it's only gonna do once. Second part decreases the damage this champion receives from enemies under debuffs by 50%. 50%, that's huge. You can have the most useless debuff out there. If you have a debuff out there, he's gonna take straight up 50% less damage, but at the same time, the damage allies receive from enemies under debuffs is decreased by 20%, okay? That's huge as well. 20% if we're talking Hydra, damage mitigation, that's basically the Duchess passive that only works on AoE hits. So this one's strong. And then the third one, which is the best thing, it's the only one that has it, all allies are immune to sheep debuffs. This could be meta changing. This could change the arena as long as you have, you know, decent champions from the Lizardman faction alongside him for arena. Which, you know what, they're not too many, I'm not gonna lie, but still, there could be something that could work around with that. Then on the aura, ally attack in all battles by 30%, and then increases all ally accuracy by 40 if they're from the Lizardman faction. So his kit overall is just amazing. Basically, let me just quickly show you the damage that he can do. I guess let's go into I haven't tested on hard. Let's go on hard. Let's see. Can we kill some waves over here? So basically just threw 3 other people in there, so he does the maximum damage possible on his A3. So let's start with debuffs. Okay, he already got a turn. Okay, let me just do an A1 in there. Okay, it's fine. Then let's do some more debuffs. Decrease defense weaken. Let's put some buffs up. Okay, let's add some more debuffs. And now let's see how much damage he does on that A3, okay? So this one's gonna do 20% more damage for each debuff, up to 100%. But it also block revives, and it hits twice if enemies are under any debuffs. Let's see. Can he kill the wave? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is what? Am I on stage 6? Stage 6. They're not squishy. They're actually pretty hard to hit. Let's try that again. This is just, it's just insane. Like, the damage that he can bring on that A3, if all the things, you know, if all the requirements are met, is just obscene. And it's, I just love him. I want to try now to use the A2 with him. Let's see. Let's go for the tanky Venus. Let's see. Can we kill her? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, not quite enough to kill her. So, the A2 does not do as much damage as the A3, but still, you would start normally with the A3, and then maybe, if you don't kill something, you just come with the A2, kill them, and get the extra turn. But look at that. He didn't even need the second hit. He just block revived. That's insane. That's insane. The damage that he can do is just obscene, honestly. It's, I just love it. I just love it. So, I just threw him in my Hydra team, okay? I went to my Nightmare Hydra team. I just put him in the team instead of Marius. And I just said, you know what, let me see how much damage he did. And this is the result. It's a full auto team. I didn't click anything, just went from the beginning till the end. And this is the damage that we did, okay? He did almost 200 million damage, and Michinaki did 166. Keep the following things in mind. Michinaki always joins the attack when he does the A1. Michinaki always joins the attack when Lady Mikage does the A1. And Michinaki always does an attack, or like not always, but there's a 50-50 chance that he doesn't attack when an ally attacks an enemy under Hex. And we have Hex, I have Hex on Krisk and Michinaki. So Hex is out most of the time, which means the Michinaki attacks a lot. He should be the top damage dealer in here. Teox just passes Michinaki in damage, even though it's not his best role over here. I only have one other Lizardman in the team. Imagine if I had another, let's say I had Necmo Star and maybe another Lizardman that could help me. So let's say I had all 3. Imagine how much damage he could do, because with that A3 he just, you know, he could just smack so much harder. I'm basically losing on every single one of his A3s. I'm losing 100% of the damage that he can do. And keep in mind that damage is not capped because his damage is not enemy max HP, okay? Keep that in mind. The damage he does is not enemy max HP. Let me see if I can quickly just set it up so I can show a little bit of the damage that he can do, because, oh my god. Yeah, I have to go again because obviously the ally attack from Lady Mikage screws it up, and it is what it is. But you know what, let me just set it up so I can show you exactly the damage that he does, and then I'm gonna jump back in. Okay, so I basically set it up. I got some debuffs. I got my decreased defense out there from Michinaki, and now let's see how much this one's gonna do damage. Keep in mind again that he's basically gonna do half of the maximum damage potential he can do based on this one, okay? Deals 20% more damage for each debuff on each enemy. So I don't have that part because I only have one Lizardman, I only have Krisk. But still, watch the amount of damage that he does, because it's pretty good in here. That's how he got to that point that you saw. So watch this. Okay, that was like 100,000 damage a pop, but it's not only that, it's the counterattacks. He keeps counterattacking, there's so much damage with that one, because, you know, I showed you the 100,000, that's 200k across the board. That's something that, like, somebody like a Marius does. So, if we think about double that, because he did like 100k a pop, 200 total, double that, that's 400k AoE. That's basically enemy max HP territory, but is not an enemy max HP. And he hits a lot. Like, those A1s hit really hard. Those A1s from him hit really hard. Let's see the A2 as well in action. Boom, boom, boom. That's basically 450k. I've seen him hit Decapitated Head for decapitated heads for like 700,000-800,000 a pop with that A2. So I already showed you the damage at the end. This is the damage overall, but it's still, this is not his best potential. If you guys want me to show you the what he can do actually in a proper Hydra team, let me know in the comments down below and I can try and make a team specifically around them where I would bring 3 other lizardmen in the team. Now let me just quickly show a little bit in Arena. It's not going to be the easiest. I'm not going to lie, for Arena it's tricky because you do want to have some other strong lizardmen, and from my point of view, you want to have at least 2. If you want to use them in Arena, you want to have at least 2 so that you can block revive with this one. And the best that I have on my account, because if I look over here, yes, I do have Krisk, and I do have somebody like a, what's his name, Python, but I don't think they would be enough. I feel like the best team for me would be Romantu, what's his name, Nekmothar as the lead, and then I would have like a fast warlord to lock them out. But I just want to show you the damage that he does in Arena, okay? So let's start with the boosting. Let's put some debuffs out there. Let's lock out, and then watch this. A3. And just block revive, they Krisk, a safety. Just block revive, they Krisk, a safety. Like, they might not be okay. They might not be the best builds in the world, you know. If I'm gonna compete against the highest end, I might want to have some different variations. I might want to try and have maybe the mythical and whatnot, but I'm still impressed by the amount of damage that he can actually dish out in Arena. It's just, it's just obscene. It's just obscene, the things that I'm block reviving. Let me try and show another team. Let's go against YST. Hopefully I'm faster. This is the only tricky thing though. I'm not sure if I lose the speed race or if there's a... Actually, no, if there's stone skin, I'm fine. If I lose the speed race, it's a problem. And the only other thing that I would say, and I would 100% recommend you guys do, is I obviously have him right now built in a merciless set. But you would want to have him, there we go, at least I Brock revived the chicken in there. But what you would want to do, because obviously he can be hit and he can be, look at that damage from the A1. So what you want to do is, if you're going to use him for Arena specifically, you're going to want to try and get him in a stone skin, okay? Get him a 4-piece stone skin if you're lucky enough to have the accessories, and you're good to go. Look at that. He just wipes out teams. He just wipes out teams. He's really good. Let me see another one. What can I win? Like, I'm not sure what I can win again, because it depends. If I lose the speed race, I don't have the best gear in the world. If I lose the speed race, it's a little bit harder to make him work. Let's see if I can go against a tanky team like this. Let's see. Then let's lock them out. I didn't use the A2, that was my mistake. Okay, there's some, so basically there's some stone skin going on, so I'm gonna wait it out. And I'm just gonna use a couple, hopefully my Taras is not gonna kill me. Just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna hit a little bit Python. Okay, that was bad. Okay, Taras didn't kill me. Counterattack did some solid damage. This is what I was supposed to do. Okay, don't die on me. Do not. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're okay. Let's do this one over here. And now let's do the A2 and let's block revive them. Boom. Boom. I mean, like, come on. Come on. This was a, you know, again, it might not be like the top end game team in the world, but at the same time, I don't have the top end game gear on my account. So the fact that I can see that happening, I'm pretty happy. Let's see. Am I faster than Tyraku? I'm not sure. I might not be. But you get the gist. You get what I mean about this guy. He's 100% a really, really powerful champion. And the only thing that could have made him better, from my point of view, is if he was Void. If he was Void, then like, yeah, he would have been a lot better. Let's see, can we kill him? Okay, not quite. Don't quite have that damage in that one, but I can do this. Come on, let's see, can I do it? Don't let me down. Do not let me down. This might be a problem. He gets a turn, come on. Don't. Ah, he keeps locking out my skills. At least lock out A2. No, damn it. Boom, boom. Okay, I killed him. That's fine. I'm good. I'm good. So you see, the thing is, it might be tricky to get him into a Merciless that basically does the reset that I'm showing you, but at least you could try and get him into Savage, and if you give him the right masteries, you might have a chance to reset your cooldowns of your skills when you do, you know, 30% of the damage. Let me show you exactly this one's a loss. Let me show you exactly the mastery that I'm talking about, and I guess I'm going to show you the build that I used on him. So, let's see, good old Teox. So I have him in 6-piece Merciless, okay? But again, it's not the best. 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. Don't have all 6-star yet, so it can be a lot better. This ring can be a lot better. I mean, look at this. Crit damage, amulet, attack one again can be better. My Lizardman accessories are not the best. They're not the best. This one's speed with crit damage, nothing else. So this build can be so much better. Keep in mind, there's no blessing. I have no blessing on him. So that's something important to keep in mind. And the attack is pretty low. I do have 288 crit damage. The attack is pretty low. And again, for live arena, he's a bit slower. However, if I drop him from Merciless, I would get this one over here. Cycle of Violence. Had the 30% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if the damage inflicted by a skill exceeds 30% of target's max HP. So if you go against Narmans and you get that A1 and something gets locked out, you have a chance with the A1 or the A2 because he hits so damn hard. You have a chance to basically reset the cooldown, and once you get another turn, you can just kill it. But I think the easiest way to do for arena for him would be just getting him in stone skin. That's about it. But yeah, that's what I believe. I think I'm gonna pull for him this weekend, guys, especially because we still have the fusion for Packmaster. So I have a feeling he's gonna be really strong for several teams. Maybe even in the Hydra, if they're gonna fix the whole Wixwell Trunda teams, he might be one of my top damage dealers. But guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Again, remember, if you want me to make a specific Hydra video showcasing him and what he can do in a team that has 3 other Lizardmen, just let me know in the comments down below and I'm gonna do that. But for now, thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.